All right, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen, folks? Got a huge show here today. Very big, very powerful.
I don't have to tell you things are bad.
Explosive would be a good word. I am going to expose.
Oh my god.
First of all, I have so much to expose.
Yeah.
But for this video in particular, I'm going to expose one thing. I saw a picture, and then that picture sent me down this other avenue, and then this gets way bigger than you can even imagine. But I'm going to expose, I gotta stay focused, I'm gonna expose one thing here, okay? One very bizarre connection that makes zero sense, and this is going to also reinforce what I've been saying all along.
How many of us feel battered?
And then I'm going to elaborate on why I refer to them.
You absolute dickheads.
Oh, please, who are you talking about? I'm talking about sizzle nuts, and I'm talking about flamingo divot butts. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right, I'm not talking about the, their, listen, I'm not getting into all their nonsensical BS in the media right now. When I refer to these yahoos as operatives or, agents or stooges or useful idiots or global assets or elite proxies or narrative operatives, I'm going to explain exactly what I mean, all right? Capiche? And I'm going to show you why they picked Meghan Markle for the job, okay? Let's get into this.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Shall we shag now or shall we shag
Feeling it.
later?
All right, here we go. Uh-huh. Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm still Megan from the yacht. I used to have a little, now I have a lot. No matter where I go, I know where I came from. Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm just Megan from the yacht. Used to have a little, now I got a lot. No matter where I go, I know where H is.
That was easy.
But my parents named me Rachel Meghan Markle.
All right, folks, what's going on, everybody? Folks, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being part of the show. Oh, my God. Who loves you, baby? All right. I hope everybody... How you doing? Huh? How's it going? What's cooking? Good looking? Listen, do me a favor. Leave a heart in the comments. Let me know how you're doing. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe. They are not only throttling the content, they are also unsubscribing people. I've had so many comments lately that people are like, "Oh, I'm glad you're back." I'm like, yeah, okay. Obviously, they got unsubscribed, didn't know that I had videos still coming out. There you go. Okay, so it's happening in real time. By the way, people are getting their comments deleted and all this other stuff. So let's get into this. So I saw a photo. Now, I'm not going to show you that photo right now. This is going to be like a two-part deal. But I saw a photo that sent me down a rabbit hole, and then I decided to look into something else. And looking into this other thing, I realized how propped up and how manufactured. I mean, it's so, by the way, everything is, I could go on and on and on. I mean, please, I have so much information on these two. It is ridiculous. H is talking about dropping another drop. Please, please, you should be, trust me. Folks, this is such a fugazi, phony whole deal here. Wait till I tell you this. Let's get right into this, okay? Now, what I saw was a picture, right? And that picture led me back to Gloria Steinem. And Gloria Steinem was also the one that gave Meghan the award, the Women's Vision Award. And I was thinking in my head, what in the hell did Meghan do to get that award? Now, don't forget, they have been creating Meghan, all right? Or she was picked out, and I'll explain why. She was picked out, I want to say about 2012, between 2012 and 2014. She was activated in 2014. They started ramping up and getting the plan together to activate Meghan. She's an actress, okay? She's playing a role. Whatever she's doing, by the way, and of course she might be abusing her power. She might be going off the rails. She might be all kinds of stuff. But she's an actress, and they picked her specifically for a reason, okay? Now, let me show you this dumb video here, okay? This is real quick, and I'm going to change the voices, so it's probably going to change my voice too when you see this, so let's just watch this real quick. Now, this is in 2020, okay? So they just got here, right? I don't know where this is. Who knows? Everything is fake with them, so who knows, okay? But my point is this. They set up this meeting, right, in 2020 because supposedly they're neighbors. They're not neighbors. Gloria Steinem lives an hour away, all right? But just check this out and look how this whole propaganda is formed here, okay? Capiche? Let's just watch this real quick.
Meg, welcome home. I'm so glad that you're home.
So, welcome home. She's got to say that, you know what I mean, on camera. Like, she didn't say that when she already saw it. See, it's you get the gist.
Me too, for so many reasons. Great. Fantastic.
I'm ready.
But are you excited?
Okay, by the way, I mean, how much hair does Shiesty have here? I mean, sometimes it's you know, it's as thick as a horse's tail, and sometimes it's as stringy as a bean. By the way, the hat sitting here with the string hanging down, it comes into play here in a second. But anyways, she's like, are you excited? Yeah, he's real excited.
Very excited. You can't see behind the mask, but I am excited.
So the guy's wearing a mask, clearly, because it's during lockdown, okay? So get a gist of this.
People forget how hard women like you and so many others before you fought for us to just be where we are right now.
Well, it's just, I mean, if you don't vote, you don't exist. I mean,
okay, this is just like building the narrative, like, oh my God, I'm just such an activist. I'm just such a feminist, right? This is just what you call like, what do you call it? It's association. It's power by association.
it is the only place
Authority. That's what it is. It's a fake sense of authority.
where we're all equal.
Like, look, I'm a feminist. I'm talking to the legend of feminists here, okay? Okay, now, here's the other kicker. So the dogs show up, she's on her phone, puts the hat back on to be on the phone. What is going on here?
He wants to be on camera. You know what worries
The Huckleberry Finn hat. That looks great.
me the most are young people, who I understand are the least likely to vote. And I can understand the feeling that they don't think they have an impact. And yet, it's more important for them to vote than anyone else because they're going to be alive long after I am.
Supposedly, Scheissmeist goes over to Gloria Steinem's house or whatever, and then they cold call voters, okay? By the way, there was an article that came out from Richard Eden, okay, yesterday. He was like, I dissected 12 things that Meghan did, and it seemed like she didn't want to be part of the, she wasn't following protocol from the beginning. And it's like her fashion choices. And I'm like, are you shitting me, dude? There's like 5,000 things that would clue you in that she clearly did not care to follow any type of protocol or be any type of protocol. And by the way, here's another kicker. If you don't think that this woman was picked out or to, picked to play a role, okay? How in the hell would she not have this shit been shut down? Okay? If she's not following protocol or whatever, they would just shut that shit down. So my point is this. She can't just go off willy-nilly and do all this other stuff without it being somehow accepted. Capiche? What do you think? Nobody's going to push back this family that's only been around for 1,000 years? They're not going to be able to shut shit down and be like, nah, you know what? It's better not. You don't go. If you don't want to follow the rules in there, just stay here. Stay home. You see what I'm saying? It's all a facade, folks. It's all an act. It's all choreographed, and it's all put together for a certain purpose and a certain reason, and it's supposed to give you this thing like she's gonna change things. She's gonna make her own way. It's all bullshit. This woman didn't push back on a damn thing on anything else in her life, ever. Now she's going to be in the most, one of the most powerful families and married a prince and all this other stuff, has a fantasy wedding, all this other shit, and yet still the attitude goes off the rails. Why? Because you're empowered and you're entitled, and you know that, hey, you guys picked me for a reason to be here, so I can pretty much do whatever I want. Or maybe that's just the illusion that they wanted to give people. Do you see what I'm saying? It's all fake. All right, now let me show you this. Here's where the rubber really meets the road. So I was curious, how did Meghan Markle, right, this dipstick, how did she win the Women of Vision Awards, right? And I'm like, okay, so let's do a little investigation on this. Guess who the sponsors are and their broader affiliations of the Women of Vision Awards, who's put money into that? The Ford Foundation. Connections to Soros and Open Society, okay? The Aspen Institute, okay? Ford has proven grants to the Aspen Institute, et cetera, et cetera. California Wellness Foundation, a large California-based public health funder focused on equality, racial justice, and wellness, all right? Susan Alderman and Claudio Lianos, they're just into philanthropy. They're also board members of the ACLU in Southern California and have been recognized in activism circles, okay? So what did Meghan Markle actually do to win this award? Here's how you know this is all fake and this is all set up, okay? And this is all a plant, and I'm going to explain exactly why this was all set up in a plant, okay? Meghan Markle, here's what she did. Remember, in 2014, when she was created to start building up a resume of like looking like she's a life of service and all this other bullshit, okay? When she's not on 90210 and all that other shit. 2014, she goes to the One Young World Summit, okay? I can't remember. Did she meet John Fitzpatrick there? Okay? John Fitzpatrick, the guy that's 30 years older than her or 40 years older than her, that also ended up taking her to the White House to meet the Obamas or whatever that was. I can't keep all this stuff together. Anyways, she goes there and she's talking about gender equality, modern slavery, and leadership. That's 2014, okay? Allegedly, that was also set up by Masson Harriman's Circle. And don't forget, Masson wasn't a photographer at the time. He was involved in the London financial district, okay? Keep that in mind. 2015, she does a UN women's speech, okay? It was a brief 7-minute speech. She's never seen working operationally within the UN Women again, okay? 2017, she does a Time essay, How Periods Affect Potential. She talks about menstrual stigma and girls in education in India, okay? Outcome, she wrote about her charity trip with World Vision Canada. Highly curated, not grassroots, no follow-up initiatives. Now she's a working royal, okay? 2018 to 2020. This is before the award. No major women rights speeches. Patronages include Smart Works, a job interview clothing charity, Mayhew, an animal shelter, and National Theater. She participated in a 2019 IWD panel with limited remarks. No advocacy, legislation, no campaigns, no measurable effect, mostly photo ops, press releases, and fashion. 2020, she leaves the royal family. Get this. She meets Gloria Steinem, okay? Meghan allegedly reaches out to Gloria Steinem, okay? Like she's got her number in her phone because they're neighbors. They're not. Gloria Steinem lives an hour away. They film a casual get out and vote. By the way, royal or non-working royal, you're supposed to be, non-partisan political, okay? Segment on Gloria's porch encouraging women to vote, okay? This violates royal protocol. Royals, even retired ones, do not engage in partisan political messaging, especially election-related content, which they've done multiple times, okay? Meghan was still referred to the Duchess at the time. Now, 2022 to 2023, no major speeches or campaigns between 2021 and 2022. The only highly visible action was her podcast, Archetypes, attending stage panels and speaking out about empowerment in vague terms. Guess what? In 2023, the award is announced and received nomination on April 3rd, 2023, and it's received on May 16th, 2023. She gets the Women's of Vision Award at the gala, okay? She was the headliner of the night, the biggest name and the face of the promotional material, okay? How long had Meghan known Gloria? Since 2020. What had she done up until that point? Nothing. Talked about her period and one or two other events talking about women. And that wins the Women of Vision Award? Uh-huh. Okay. Now, here's what I want you to listen to about why they have chosen her. Okay? Listen to this. Gloria Steinem happens to be good friends with guess who? Hillary Clinton. Guess who visited Meghan Markle in 2019 after she was married while she's a working royal on royal grounds? Hillary Clinton. Meghan Markle is a useful tool for elite messaging. She's perfectly engineered to be the face of modern progressive activism. She's biracial, American, royal adjacent, instant global recognition. She speaks the DEI buzzwords without actually ever doing the work. She plays victim and visionary simultaneously, a classic soft power tactic. She can be inserted into every trending talking point: racism, feminism, climate, tech, mental health. This is a textbook narrative construction. She's not supposed to be effective. She's supposed to be loud and symbolically powerful. These people funding these awards have agendas. Look at the funders of the Miss Foundation: Ford, Open Society, Wellness, DEI evangelists, Clinton adjacent operatives. They don't trust results. They fund ideology, visibility, and control. Meghan Markle is their poster child, a Trojan horse for influence wrapped in a Dior cape. These aren't awards about achievement. They're about placing people in public imagination so actual power brokers can run their agenda behind the curtain. Gloria Steinem and Hillary Clinton are legacy builders. Gloria's not just handing Meghan this award because she's impressed. She's transferring her own credibility onto Meghan, almost like passing a baton. Why? Because Gloria Steinem's legacy is fading and the movement she helped build is now fused with elite globalism. Hillary, Gloria, Meghan, that's the old guard empowering the new puppet. This is coordinated. Let's be real. Gloria Steinem sits with Hillary in March. Meghan, her new bestie, is handed a foundation top award in May. No resume, no movement, no measurable advocacy, but huge optics, camera coverage, Vogue, Elle. The whole engine. That's not luck. That's not merit. That's manufactured legitimacy. The bigger game, media laundered influence. Meghan's not rich enough or powerful enough on her own, but when you plug her in, see, this is why people are like, oh, she's, blah, blah, blah. When you plug her into Netflix, WME, Oprah, Steinem, Clinton, Aspen, Ford, UN talking circuits, now you've created a brand with a crown. And this brand can be used to sway public opinion, political engagement, and international social norms under the false pretense of female empowerment. It's a playbook, okay? Meghan Markle is a manufactured cultural product propped up by media industrial elites, handed awards to legitimize a false legacy, used as a distraction, mouthpiece, and shield for deeper coordinated agendas. She didn't earn that award. She was assigned it to serve a purpose, and every time people question it, the system spins up the same bullshit. And how many times have you heard this? And every time anybody questions her, you just don't like a strong black woman. All right? She's about as black as Casper the Ghost. It's weaponized identity to shut down scrutiny, which is all they ever do. You're this, you're this, you're this, you're this, you're this. No matter what you say, oh, you're this, you're this, you're this. This is not feminism. This is elite manipulation masquerading as progress. Now, this is This is one of the final points I'm going to make on this video, okay? And there's going to be a lot more coming. She wasn't chosen for her intelligence. She was chosen for her usefulness, and here's why. She's ambitious but floundering. She's morally flexible, politically adjacent, Northwestern plus UN intern cosplay, a mediocre actress with a decent camera face, racially ambiguous, white enough for elite parties, black enough for identity politics, no kids, no fame, no real friends, perfectly moldable. That's ideal clay for elite propaganda sculptures. You think DARPA or CIA or WEF want a woman who asks questions and draws lines or keeps her dignity intact? No. They want an emotional blank check with a marketing background. Okay? She is a tool. She is a hired plant. She's not intelligence. She's not any of these things. Don't even forget about the Epstein connection with the Epstein girl, is Epstein's whatever that girlfriend was, Sulia, whatever her name is. That Meghan Markle was on the same yacht with that girl, with Misha No. Okay? There's a bigger agenda going on here. All right? And I'm going to leave. I don't want to go over too much on this video, but there's a lot more coming, folks. All right? Wait till you see what I've come up with. All right? Who loves you, baby? Let me know your thoughts. Hope you guys are all doing great, all right?
Who loves you, baby? You're beautiful.